everyone, my name is Justin. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a video providing my initial thoughts on the Grand Prix assignments for the senior ladies in the 2021-22 season. It's an exciting one because it's also an Olympic year, and also because last season we didn't get as many Grand Prix competitions due to the worldwide pandemic. But things are slowly getting better on an international scale, I guess you could say. So we get much more skating content in the fall. So I'm really excited to make this video. I'm filming this on June 29th. So the assignments were just released earlier today. Obviously, there's bound to be updates and changes before the competitions officially begin in the fall. But let's start off with Skate America. That competition will have 3 ladies representing Japan. So they are Satoko Miyahara, Kaori Sakamoto, and Johanna Yokoi. 3 absolutely lovely skaters. So first we have Satoko Miyahara, 2-time world medalist, beautiful skater, great musicality, expression, lovely programs. She chooses some really sophisticated programs that suit her style so well. So I'm just excited to see her out on the ice again. The one thing we'll want to watch is her jumps and the rotations, because she has been prone to under rotation calls in the past. And she's also been known for her consistency in her many years of being a senior lady on the Grand Prix circuit. That's kind of slipped away from her in the past few seasons, but potentially there could be a change with her new coaching scenario in Canada under Lee Barkel. So it'll be exciting to see if there's any improvements there. Then we have Kaori Sakamoto. She's been on the Olympic team and the world team for Japan. She is very athletic, such a strong skater. She skates so fast with big jumps. She's also a skater that doesn't get enough credit in the past. I feel like the judges never really give her the scores that she deserves, and hopefully that could be something that changes this season, because she does put out some great programs. When all of her jumps are clean, oh, it is a fantastic program, and she does a really good job of creating a moment, and she deserves the credit for that. And then we have Johanna Yokoi. This is her 1 Grand Prix assignment as of right now. She could still get the TBA spot to be assigned for NHK Trophy, which will be held in her home country. So crossing our fingers that she gets that assignment if she performs well at Skate America. But the depth of lady skating in Japan is so deep. She hasn't won a medal at Japanese nationals, but I believe she finished in the top 5 once. So I'm just excited to see her compete. I know one of my friends, Nolan, really likes her a lot. So Nolan, I'm gonna pray that she does really well for you. And then next up we have Russia. We can't forget about Russia. So they have 3 spots as well, and they will be occupied by Alexandra Trusova, then Ksenia Sinitsina, and Daria Usacheva. So 2 of those names are newcomers on the senior Grand Prix this season. So it's Ksenia and Daria. Daria has done exceptionally well as a junior on the Grand Prix circuit, winning a lot of her competitions. So we'll see if she can translate that success on as a senior. And then Ksenia, I don't have much expectations of, because I don't know a lot about her, and I think I'm going to keep it that way. I want to be surprised. But I gotta say, pressure can be on for the Russian ladies on their first season as a senior, because there's a history of Russian ladies doing so well at their first competition as a senior lady in the Grand Prix circuit, and then continuing a winning streak, like Evgenia Medvedeva, Alina Zagitova, Kostornaya, and I don't think it'll stop there. So if it could be Ksenia or Daria again, who knows? We'll have to watch. But Alexandra Trusova will make it hard for them to win this competition, because in the past she's been known as a very technical skater, doing a lot of big jumps, most notably difficult quads in her free skates. I believe she's even broken many records for being the first lady to land different quads, like the quad Lutsen competition, and a variety of quads, and more than one quad. And in the past, it's been all about the jumps. But lately, she's really improved her artistry. So I'm excited to see more of a marriage between technical and artistry in her programs. That is going to be really exciting to watch. And then we have the United States. There are 3 spots, but 2 have been named so far, Brady Tennell and Amber Glenn. Brady is the 2-time and reigning national champion, and she's actually going to want to redeem herself here a bit, just because she did not skate as well as we all expected her to at the last World Figure Skating Championships. That was surprising, but I guess a lot was happening during the pandemic year. She also has a quasi-new coaching change with Tom Zakrychek, and we'll have to see if he can bring out something new in her skating, mainly with the jumps. We just want to see crisp and clean rotations, and if she wants to win a medal at these international competitions with some of the Russian and Japanese ladies, she's really going to have to bring her A game all the time. And I'm actually surprised that she's here over Karen Chen, because Karen placed 4th at those World Figure Skating Championships. So I'm guessing Brady got this off of her national champion title. But then we have Amber Glenn, who won the silver medal at the last US Nationals, which was amazing for her. Amber is a fan favorite because she really emotes in her programs. She has a very big facial expressions and movements, and it's always great to see LGBTQ queer representation in figure skating. It's always so amazing. She has been teasing the triple axel for a while, so I'd be interested to see if she can land it in both the short and the free skate. I think that might need to happen if she wants to medal at Skate America, because it's a pretty stacked field. But nonetheless, this should be exciting for both Amber and Brady. For the TBA spot, I don't know who it would go to. What about Audrey Shin? She won the bronze medal at Skate America last year. Where is she on the roster at all? So she should get this opportunity. Potentially Star Andrews, as she only has 1 Grand Prix assignment. Yeah, I'd say I wish Karen was here as well, but it is what it is. And then we have Korea, which is represented by 2 athletes, Yelim Kim and Young Yu. We'll start it off with Yelim Kim. She is the reigning Korean champion. She was 11th at the last World Figure Skating Championships and had a few Grand Prix seasons under her belt. She had quite an amazing short program at the last World Championships. That stands out to me the most, especially when she does the triple Lutz, triple toe combination, with the triple Lutz being with the arm variation. It takes a lot of skill to do that. But yeah, I don't know what I expect from her. If a clean program is enough to medal at Skate America, we shall see. And then we have Young Yu, who's a very impressive skater. She's a younger athlete at age 17, and I find her most impressive because she has the triple axel in her arsenal, and she's completed it successfully a few times already. I remember she was at 2019 Skate Canada, and she did the triple axel in her short program, and it looked great. I mean, it was a perfect program overall. So I'm excited to see if she does more performances like that, where that could take her in skating. But she's got a lot of time. She's so young, and I actually think there's a level of maturity to her skating that makes her very pleasing to the eye. And now we have Skate Canada International. So excited it's happening because it was canceled last year. That was so sad. But it's okay. We start off with the new generation skaters. So the 3 spots go to Emily Bosbeck, Madeline Skizas, and Allison Schumacher. Emily Bosbeck is the reigning national champion. There wasn't a Canadian Nationals last year, so 2 years ago. She has been given a lot of opportunity, and I don't think she's taken full advantage of those trips yet, so she's really going to want to deliver here because she wants to prove that she's deserving of those opportunities and the national championship. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's move on to Madeline Skizas. Madeline is actually one of my personal favorite skaters. To me, she is the it skater for Canadian ladies right now. She did fairly well at her first World Figure Skating Championships in Stockholm in 2021. She, I believe, was in the top 10 after the short program, which was perfect. Put out a great triple Lutz, triple toe combination, but then her nerves creeped in a little bit for the free skate. That being said, I have a lot of confidence in her ability to compete under pressure and also delivering the big jumps in the free skate. So I'm excited to see her out on the ice again, especially in her home country. Then we have Alison Schumacher, who's been an upcoming skater for a while now, had some success as a junior. To me, she's a more hot and cold skater out of the three Canadian ladies at Skate Canada. I've seen her do so well when all of her jumps are clean, such as 4 continents and the last Canadian National Championships. And then there are some times where the mistakes get the best of her. So if she could bring the more consistent side of herself to Skate Canada, I think she could really showcase herself really well as potentially making the Olympic team if Madeline Skizas were not to win Canadian Nationals. But Alison Schumacher did attend the World Team Trophy a few months ago, and her performances there were promising. So I'm excited to see all three ladies skating for Skate Canada again. And then for Russia, we have Elena Kostornaya, Elizaveta Tuktamisheva, and Kamila Valieva. What a stacked field. Skate Canada in general, like, wow. That's going to be a great competition. So Elena Kostornaya had an almost perfect season in her senior Grand Prix debut. She was winning every competition really until the 2020 World Figure Skating Championships in Montreal were canceled due to the pandemic. She achieved all of her success for how beautifully she married both artistry and technicality in her programs. She had the triple axel and made everything look so effortless. She has such strong skating skills. Like, she does a lot of 1-foot skating. She pays attention to the choreography, and she's such a fast skater. And it looks so easy when you know that it's not. She has such strong legs, amazing skating skills, beautiful sight on the ice, no matter what program she's skating to. I haven't been keeping up with anything personal or behind the scenes, but it sounds like some things have been going on with her with the coaching changes and personal development. So I don't know if I expect her to win this competition, but she's definitely a contender, I would say. And then we have Elizaveta Tuktamisheva. Oh, Eliza is one of my personal favorites because she's proving that age does not hold you back from the sport. She's been competing as a senior for close to 10 years now. Not exactly 10 years, but she's creeping up on that, and she's not slowing down anytime soon. In fact, she's just continuing to add more and more difficult content to her arsenal. It started off with 1 triple axel, and now she does 2 in the free skate and 1 in the short program. And in the short program, it's a triple axel with a triple combination. So respect to the queen. She deserves all of it. I think the biggest critique of Eliza would be that her choreography in the programs can be quite bare, and that is the truth in my opinion. However, she still finds a way to look very fabulous and be very eye-catching on the ice. There's something about her, and she's just fresh off of a world medal for the first time since, what, I believe 2015. So, girl, that is amazing. And then with Camila, she's someone who I've heard a lot of buzz about. So I log onto Twitter, I see her name mentioned a lot, but I haven't seen her skate. She did win Junior Worlds in 2020 and was undefeated on the Grand Prix as a junior. At Russian Nationals, she also was second as a senior. So I'd imagine she's going to make a big impression at Skate Canada in her debut as a senior lady. I don't know what to expect, but I expect big things. And then Japan only has 2 ladies representing them in Canada. So it will be by Rika Kihira and Wakaba Higuchi. Again, 2 amazing skaters. Rika Kihira, one of my personal favorite skaters. I won't go on too much about her because there's probably countless videos on my channel just saying all of the amazing qualities that she has. But she's probably won so many competitions and won medals at competitions except for the World Figure Skating Championships. She's come close being 4th one time, but I think she really wants to win a medal at Worlds and or the Olympics. She has the triple axel that's been on and off in the past, but you know, the more she's attempted it, the more I believe that she can land it clean with each attempt in competition. So she does a triple axel once in the short program, twice in the free skate, and then she's been practicing the quad sal. I know she's dealt with some injuries in the past that has forced her to alter some of the content. I hope she's healthy enough to have a strong season, and maybe instead of winning some of the earlier competitions, she and her team should think about pacing and peaking at the right moment, because I would imagine that she really wants to save her big performances for the Olympic Games, because that'd be amazing for Japan to win a medal. And then we have Wakaba Higuchi. It is hard not to root for Wakaba. She's a former world medalist, and just like Kaori, her teammate, she is super fast across the ice. Such a powerful skater. I love a lot of her programs. Oh, and I always say that her double axel looks so huge it needs to be a triple. I think I've seen some attempts in the past, and I'm waiting to see some really good ones this season. Hopefully she has had time to practice that element, because this would be the season for her to bring it out in competition so she can compete with the other ladies. Actually, the more I talk about it, the more I think we can see a lot of triple axels from the ladies at Skate Canada. That's crazy. Okay, and now the American ladies. We have Karen Chen and Alyssa Liu at Skate Canada International. We'll start with Karen. As I said earlier, it's unfortunate she did not get an assignment at Skate America, but Skate Canada International is not a bad one at all. Again, she's coming off of a high from a 4th place finish at the World Figure Skating Championships. Karen always delivers an enjoyable program with amazing spins that are out of this world, and she needs to hold the positions longer to get level 4s because she's too good to be getting level 3s. I think that's a quote from my friend Tiffany Langston on Twitter. And the jumps are usually pretty good. I think at Worlds, some people thought that the calls on the rotations for her jumps were very generous. And if that is so, then I will allow it. But she is going to want to improve the rotation of her jumps, because I don't think she can afford that generosity so much in the future. And it's really hard because she does a little bit of a delay with rotating her jumps, and that technique must be so hard to change if that's what you grew up with. But it's unfortunately a really deep field, but Karen Chen can stand out because she has amazing skating qualities. Same with Alyssa Liu. Alyssa is a 2-time US national champion on the senior level, but she won the pewter medal last year because she was competing after dealing with some changes in her body and growing pains. She had to leave out a lot of her big elements, most notably triple axel and quad lutz. But her overall skating qualities have improved. Her skating is more lyrical. I think she's connecting more with the music, and she's definitely a lot faster than she used to be. And we've seen some footage show up online that shows that she's attempting both the triple axel and the quad lutz again. Yes, the quad lutz appears to be under-rotated, but she's got some time to work on that rotation before the season begins in the fall. So I believe that is all for Skate Canada International. I realize I've been talking for quite some time, so I'm going to be speeding things up for the other events, which won't be too hard to do because of the skaters with 2 assignments. I won't mention the details twice. But let's start with the Russian ladies for the Cup of China. So we have Maya Kormik, Sofia Samodorova, and Anna Sherbakova. So Maya, again, is another lady having a senior debut on the Grand Prix. She had a decent outing as a junior, but she always brings the big jumps, most notably the quads. I believe I've seen a quad Salchow and a quad toe from her, and she does a lot of the jumps with the arm variations above her head, which is so difficult to do. What's most striking to me about Maya is that she's so tall with good posture. It's very statuesque. It's lovely to look at compared to some of the other ladies competing. So I'm excited to see how she does. It is her only Grand Prix assignment so far, so we'll see if she ends up getting the TBA spot for Rostelecom Cup, which is held in Russia. Sophia is an exciting skater to watch. I used to love her. She reminds me of a Russian Ashley Wagner. Consistency hasn't been a strong point for her in the past few seasons, and that's really unfortunate because I think she's already lagging behind some of her teammates because she doesn't have the super difficult technical content, most notably quad, triple axel. So she's going to want to be completely clean if she wants a chance at medaling at any competition, really. But for her to have a special moment as an entertainer on the ice, she really does need to be clean. I don't anticipate a medal finish for her at Skate Canada, but I always love watching her. She has a great presence on the ice. And then we have reigning world champion Anna Sherbakova. I think she's one of Iteri's favorite students right now. And let's see, at the World Figure Skating Championships, she fell on her opening quad flip attempt in the free skate, but everything else was almost perfect. And she won that competition mainly due to her program component scores, because I remember she scored a 72 in PCS for the free skate, whereas no other lady broke 70. So that is great. She's balancing the artistry with the technical. The only thing is, I think this season Trusova is going to be catching up to her, so she's really going to want to be perfect so she can have the highest scores possible with each outing. And she's probably eyeing an Olympic win again for Russia in China for 2020. I think that'd be great for her. I believe she attempts other quad besides the flip, but please let me know. I'm not familiar with what she's capable of doing, but I believe she can do a lot. She is the one to beat this season, and I think she'll win Cup of China for sure. And at this event, it's great to see that 3 ladies will be representing China. And I don't know too much about any of the competitors. 2 of them are American born who are now representing China. So they are Zhu Yi and Shan Lin. They both represented the United States before and have had some experience on the international level representing China. But Hong Yi Chen is probably the athlete with the most success out of the Chinese ladies competing, being a national medalist for a couple years and then winning Cup of China last year in a fairly open field. And Japan, we have Sotoko Miyahara competing again, and also Mai Mihara. So Mai is a lovely skater. She has a lot of light, airy qualities on the ice, to the point where she reminds me of a fairy or a ballerina. Even an angel, you can say. She just looks like she's floating across the ice. The last time I remember her competing, she was recovering from an injury, and I hope she just continues to improve at her own pace, because one of my favorite things about Mai is that she genuinely enjoys skating, and you can tell by her reaction after she does a good skate. It's very heartwarming, really. And then for Korea, we have Yelim Kim again, and then Unsu Lim. Unsu is absolutely a beautiful skater, but has not been climbing in the ranks over the past few years. And unfortunately, I believe she's been outskated by her teammates over the past few seasons. So she'll want to stand her ground here against both her teammate and the other skaters by at least being clean. But even then, it seems like she doesn't really receive the marks that she deserves in program components. But we'll see how things go this season. For the United States, we have Brady Tennell, who I think has a shot at winning a medal here. So if she medals twice at her Grand Prix competitions. She's got a good shot at making the final again. That would be really great for her during an Olympic year, because you never know what will happen at nationals. And then we have Luna Hendricks from Belgium. She is a unique skater. She is someone with a striking presence on the ice. She has great attack, but can be hot and cold with consistency. But overall, I think she has a high scoring potential, and it's great to see her with 2 assignments this season. Now on to NHK Trophy, which will be held in Tokyo. Let's see here. For the Japanese ladies, we have 2 names so far, Rika and Kaori, with 1 TBA spot. Rika, I think, would want to win the competition, and Kaori will probably be fighting for a medal. That would be great to watch. And for the Russians, I think Trusova will give Rika a run for her money because of all of the technical content, mainly the variety of quads she can bring to the free skate. And then we have Daria again. For the Americans, we have Amber Glenn and Alyssa Liu. Again, we'll see Amber triple axel, Alyssa Liu triple axel and quad lutz. Oh, there's going to be a lot of skating at this competition. For the Koreans, we have Unsu Lim and Seo Young-wi. And I don't know a lot about that second skater I mentioned from Korea, but Young Yu, we've already talked about as well. And then Nicole Scott from Germany. It'd be interesting to see how she does here as well. And then we have the International de France. Let's see here. We have Elena Kosternaya again with Anna Sherbakova. Wow, those 2 going head to head in France. That'll be interesting to see how that turns out. I won't be making any bets. And then Ksenia will be there with them. We have Star Andrews and Mariah Bell. So Star Andrews is someone who I think has stalled a little bit in terms of U.S. ladies skating. I remember she had a really disappointing short program at U.S. Nationals, and it really had to fight her way up in the ranks after the free skate. Star, I think, has the it factor, but hasn't put it all together yet. She can do decent jumps. She can put together good programs. She skates with her heart. We just need to put everything together. She needs to be clean. And unfortunately, it's the one assignment for her so far. Mariah Bell is interesting. I think we all had a lot of high hopes for Mariah a couple years ago, and last season was quite underwhelming, even though she did win Skate America. She was 5th at the US Nationals, so missed out on Worlds and some other competitions. The jumps don't seem to be getting easier for her, and the programs are interesting choices, and they're not exactly choices I would make if you wanted to seem like a sophisticated senior lady in front of a panel of international judges. I'm not sure if it's the Adam Rippon influence or what, but her program choices lately haven't been working for me, but I do commend her for trying to go out of the box. We'll see how it works this season. I have an open mind. And Karen Chen will be joining them, so that should be fun for the American ladies. For Japan, we have Wakaba Higuchi. She should make things fun. And then for France, it's always great to see Bernice Mété with 2 other skaters from France. I don't know too much about those 2. And then last but not least, we have Rostelecom Cup, which will be held in Sochi, which was the location of the 2014 Olympic Games. Let's see who's representing Russia. So it is Elizaveta Tuktamisheva, Ms. Powerful Queen, and Camila. And then there's a TBA spot. And Mariah Bell will be the sole American lady at that competition. It's nice to see Luna from Belgium, Madeline Skizas from Canada. Yes, I love Madeline, but maybe her goal will be to finish in the top half for that competition. It's going to be hard to place super high there. And most notably, I'd say I'm excited about the Elizabeth Tursunbayeva returned to competition at Rostelecom Cup. She represents Kazakhstan and has been out for a few seasons due to an injury, but the last time I saw her compete, I know she was attempting the quad sal and was really gaining consistency after experiencing some growing pains. So I'd like to see her put together some clean programs to show off her improvements and maturity, because she used to be a tiny little thing on the ice for such a long time. Let's see, I think I'm going to end this right there. Did I miss anything? What are you most excited about for the ladies? Please let me know, and then I'll try to film more of these videos coming up on my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.